is episode 3. How long's this series gonna know? Who the hell is series gonna go? Not know. Oh, messed it up already. We'll keep recording though. So did you see how quickly that Pidgey flew into me? I couldn't even move before the battle started. Ain't that rotten. In between episodes I caught a few more guys, so we're gonna take a look at those real quick. Yeah, just the basic ones. Nothing too exciting at the beginning of the game. That's to be expected though. None of these NPCs have anything of value to tell us. So now there's this, Verten Turfen Foresten. Wasn't there a third gen Pokemon game where they had a town with had a very strange name and it sounded like the type of thing you'd hear Swedish chef? It was like Verten Turfen Town or something like that. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. This guy knows what I'm talking about. Okay, so we've got a full-on, fully fledged Pokemon trainer battle. Full-on friendship. You know what that's from? That was a parody. Well, you can figure it out. Oh, we all miss Billy and Mandy so dearly. What else have I been doing lately? So, let's see, the other day I was just seeing what the whole Pluto TV thing is about. Excuse me. We're gonna take Nidoran out of the ball just for variety's sake. TV, like I was saying. And I found the Digimon anime on there, and it was the new one. Not the one from the 90s, but the very recent one. I quite enjoyed that, somewhat, I guess. I mean, it was just subtitled. I guess there isn't an official English dub yet, but even then, someone with an 8 brain like me could still somewhat follow the plot despite all the reading that was required. Always just very interesting. I found with that, when you watch something that's subtitled, you start to pay more attention to the background and the imagery as opposed to with the dialogue. And one of the things that I've observed is that in most animes, Japan is always depicted as a very clean and pristine place. Because when you look at the backgrounds and everything's all white and very nice looking. Just found that very interesting. And I'm sure to an extent that's at least somewhat true in real life, but I don't know, it's just... I guess I just pick up different things from watching it than other people do. While most people would be more focused on the Digimon battles, I was paying more attention to the architecture of the city they were in, and I wonder if that's based on a real city or something. I should look into that someday. So we caught a Caterpie, by the way. Maybe we'll try to catch every Pokemon in the game. Wouldn't that be fun? Ooh-wee. That's the sound of me having fun. Of course, we'd have to pump out a lot of episodes if we wanted to catch every single one of these. And yeah, I don't know how. I don't think this game even has all the first gen Pokemon. Come to think of it, because I'm thinking about and if this just follows the Gen 1 storyline normally, there wouldn't be a way to get any of the starter Pokemon like Squirtle, Charmander, and Bulbasaur, what have you. Because they're not available normally. I gotta look that up later. They should change the slogan from you gotta catch them all to gotta partially catch some of them. I don't think that would be as marketable. Alright, we're just steamrolling over all these bug catchers. Easy peasy. You can talk to your Pokemon, but he usually doesn't have anything valuable to say. Let's see, I don't think we've caught a Weedle yet, so let's go for that. It's a dank weed. Oh, that was terrible. Why did I say that? Anyway, lost my train of thought. So tomorrow, well, by the time this goes up, it'll have already happened. So by the time you're watching this, it'll be the big day when the Area 51 thing happens. Can't imagine how that's gonna go. I'd imagine someone's probably gonna get pretty seriously hurt. What with it being a military facility. But right now, all we can do is wait and see what happens. Yeah, let's just cut ahead a little. So yeah, there's Weedle. We'll give him a silly nickname later. Okay, this forest really just kind of twists and turns. Hey, look, we got a Pika Man over there. Ooh, 2 of them. But we're gonna skip them both, because we already have a Pikachu. That probably really upsets somebody. But I don't care. So anyway, yeah, Area 51. How about that? It's the day before. And I literally have no idea what's gonna happen at this point. Which is just gonna sound silly once this episode actually goes out. But nobody's even gonna watch any of this, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I don't know what that mushroom does. Most of the held items, or at least what would normally be held items in a regular Pokemon game, most of them don't seem to have a purpose in this one. They just seem to be kind of decorative. Maybe they'll explain that later. There's something they probably should have explained, but they did not. More trainer battles. So what did she say about a Bulbasaur? That might have actually been relatively important. Oh well, but now it's too late. It's too late, baby, now it's too late. It's too late. That's kind of how the song goes. I don't even know who that song's by. The song probably came out like 50 years ago. It's old people's music. I'm gonna soften them up with Tail Whip. You already knew that though. So this should be able to finish him off pretty quickly. Well, sort of. The number of moves probably comes out to be the same, honestly. So let's see, what else have I been doing? I saw an episode of Bob's Burgers earlier, maybe like 15 minutes ago. Bob and his family were eating cat food for some reason. I tuned into the episode late, so I don't know the context behind that. Thought I heard something. For a while, I could have claimed that I'd seen all the Bob's Burgers episodes on Adult Swim's lineup at least, because there was a bit of a cutoff where they only had the first couple seasons and not the newer stuff, and so they rotated them out. They rotated through the episodes pretty quickly. So I knew pretty much all the Bob's Burgers episodes that were on Adult Swim, but recently they started adding in some of the newer ones and adding those to the pot, so to speak, so now there's stuff that I don't know. Because normally to watch the new ones you'd have to see them on Fox, and that's a bit difficult to do, because I think they only show it once a week on Sundays, and I'm not going to go out of my way to watch Bob's Burgers for God's sakes. I mean, who would? There is nothing to that show. I've seen almost every episode and I still don't understand the appeal. The show is very much just here. Okay, we've almost got Kakuna. His defense keeps going up, but I think we can brute force it. Especially since he's only... Hey, wait a second, he's only level 3. How's it... You can't have a Kakuna at level 3. He hasn't broken the rules. That voice I did just now reminds me of King Kai from Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, that's the character's name. I feel like that voice was supposed to be a reference to some actor or something, but I don't know who. Because growing up and rewatching the show, I noticed that a lot of the voices are just supposed to be, references to other characters. They had one of the Frieza Saga characters. He was clearly just supposed to be one of some old Hanna-Barbera character that's not coming to mind. It was the gay sounding one. He's all, oh, Frieza. Anyway, yeah, you know who I'm talking about. Well, anywho, yeah.